Java had added new feature called as the Lambda expression in version 1.8, which gave completely new angle to coding implementation from developers' point of view. That is, it inspired every developer to think about functional programming coding style. So hello all, my name is Ashay Patil and welcome to my YouTube channel CodingPad. In this video, we are going to explore Lambda expressions in depth, which is continuation of series. Before jumping into the programming part, let me give a quick history about Lambda expression. So Lambda expression basically comes from Lambda calculus, which was a formal system in a mathematical theory of computation, in which everything was expressed in terms of a Lambda function, where these functions were not sharing any state among them. This particular Lambda calculus concept was inspiration to develop a new programming paradigm called as a functional programming, in which everything was expressed in terms of a pure function, which were avoiding sharing of state. They had immutable data across them. So now, what is a Lambda expression? So Lambda expressions are concise and compact pure functions. We can call them as a anonymous function since we don't specify name for them. Also, the Lambda expressions code construct do not share any state, or they don't have any side effect with other part of a code. Inside Lambda expression, we can't declare any instance variable, and we cannot basically change the state of every variable. So that is about the theory. Now let's jump into the coding part. Let's say we'll take one use case of greeting an user. So suppose I have a declared interface called as a greeting, which one basically greets user by saying hello. So now suppose if I want to create a class for this particular interface without defining a name, so basically anonymous class. So this was a earlier implementation of Java where I was creating a class for a greeting without giving name like this. So this is a anonymous implementation for greeting, right? So now if I wanted to invoke this particular class instance, then I would say that gr.sayHello, and let me put coding back, right? So this particular program successfully compiled. Now what Lambda expression basically give us is, so if you see, there is a lot of noise. We are declaring a lot of curly braces and we are putting a lot of things. So Lambda expression basically give us simplicity to express this particular class implementation for this greeting interface. So in a Lambda expression, the basic syntax lies like this: in input arguments, then expression body. So this is the basic syntax. Now let's try to create a Lambda expression for this greeting interface. So defining a greeting interface with Lambda expression, I will first of all try to match the arguments with respect to the single method present inside this greeting interface called as a sayHello. So what it is expecting is one input argument, and then we are to specify some implementation like this. So this particular implementation should return me a string. So that's why I'm writing this say hi into the Lambda expression, and that is it. We have our first Lambda expression expressed here in this particular greeting interface. So if I execute, it will execute. Now even going concise, since I have only one line in my Lambda expression, I can remove this curly brackets and return statement from the Lambda expression. And also, as I know what particular interface do I have to map to, so that's why I don't even need to specify these types as well as the round brackets. So if I have only single argument, then it's okay to not specify this circular or round bracket. So even if I execute now, so the Lambda expression also getting rendered. Now, if you look at this particular interface, it has only one method. So let me just remove this anonymous class code. Now, if I try to add another method, let's say by, what will happen? The Lambda expression starts complaining. What it says that the target type of this expression must be function interface. Oh, what function interface defines? So function interface is an interface which has only one and one abstract function. So to make this at a compile level error, Java introduced one annotation called as a functional interface. So if I define this interface annotation over the interface, and if I try to add another method, rather than giving error at the Lambda expression level, it will first give me error at the interface level only, that it is not a functional interface implementation. So after specifying this functional interface, we can basically making sure that we are getting compile time error. Now let's try to add one more argument, like putting one more extra argument, say lang. So now since extra argument expected, I had given a lang. Now what I'll try to do, that I will declare one lang variable here, and let's say in this Lambda expressions implementation, I want to change state of this lang. Okay, I think I will need to rename it. So I renamed it. Now just focus on the error, which is Bing. Okay, there is one more argument I need to pass it. So what it is saying, that local variable lang a defined including must be final or effectively final. So what does that mean? So whatever we are putting inside a Lambda expression must be final or effectively final. So this particular variable which we are declared in the same code construct can be mutated by other code lines. So that's why it is complaining me. If you like the video, please do share and subscribe my channel. And for this particular implementation, I had written one blog on my Medium profile, so I will put link for extra information which you needed.